welcome to today's Starseed Healing Circle. Wow, 2024 gone, 2025, here we come, already a week in. This year is already going to fly. I really don't know where the time is going. Anyway, today we have a reading, so we're going to look at what's coming up for the month ahead, and then we'll take it from there. So let's start with our tuning. Today we're tuning in with meditation beats. So close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in and out. Center and just drop into your heart. Just get a sense of what it feels like within your body glove today. Bring into your awareness anything that you would like to work with. Is there any information that you need? Is there anything you would like to let go of, manifest, bring into your life, heal? Again, tune into your heart. And when you have a clear idea of what it is that you would like to work with in today's session, remembering that this session is timeless and you can listen and watch this as many times as you like, each time with a different focus or goal. Then gently open your eyes and allow it to either rest somewhere on the light code or perhaps trace it like a labyrinth for the eyes. No need to translate or interpret. No need to understand. Just allow your eyes to trace or rest where it does. Keep your focus and your awareness on your goal or what it is that you would like to focus on in today's session. Spend as much time here as you need. You can always pause the recording if you want to spend a bit more time here. Okay, so as always, we are going to be working with the Book of Doors again, and we will be looking at what is ahead of us for the month. So I've already thrown the dice or the die, and I've already checked what cards we need. I've already taken photos. I haven't done any analysis on that, so we're going to do that together as we look at what the energies are. Oh, here goes my glasses. I have felt the energies lift a little bit over the last month. So there we are moving into a new direction after the energy's been quite heavy and dense for quite a few months. It sort of felt like it was sort of just dipping down. That is lifting. We're not quite out of the clear just yet, but it does feel like we are moving into a little bit more of a positive space. Let's have a look at what the cards say. So as always, Book of Doors, we are doing the pyramid spread. So we are looking at the top layer or the top tier is the spiritual level. Second tier down is the mental level. Then we've got the emotional level. And then right at the bottom, we've got the physical level. Everything that's sitting on the left side, that's the past. Everything on the right, that's the future. Whatever is in the center is sort of where we are right now. And then we also look at the relationship between the cards. So I may highlight some things as I go because I haven't analyzed anything or looked at what the story is here yet. So as we look at this, we will see how things unfold. Wherever there's a repeat of a card, remember we're throwing the die, so a card may come up a second time. The Af-Neteru card replaces that. So we've got that on the first card on the emotional level. We'll just chat about that. So that's Meh-Urt, that's coming up a second time. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's start with our top card. So the first card we have here is Af-Neteru. Af-Neteru is the 4 children of Horus. And those are also the canopic jars where they would put the organs into. So usually these figures come up and they are mummified figures, and each of them will contain or carry one of the organs of the deceased person. So yeah, they're associated with the 4 directions, and they've got female counterparts to them as well. One's got a human head, one's got a monkey head, one's got the jackal head, and one's got the hawk head. And when the Af-Neteru comes up, it usually indicates that there's could be a change of direction, or it could be that we are moving into a new direction, or that help is coming from some direction. They are protective energies, so it could indicate that there's some protection coming our way. Or because they hold organs for the mummified person, they are there to prepare the person for the underworld and for their journey. So there's something new happening over here. You'll notice right at the bottom they're standing on a lotus flower, and so lotus flower is about transformation. So there's something new, a new development, a new direction. We are taken out of the darkness into the light, and yeah, perhaps some new direction to go. If we think back of previous readings, there were constant talk or messaging about new direction, new beginnings, new things. And so here, with our sort of guiding principle and our first card, which tells us where we're at, it would show us that we are now in the phase where we are starting this new direction. Going up into the mental level, so the first card, the Meh-Urt, that's sitting on the left, that is to do with our thought patterns of the past and how they are influencing us still in this time. And then with Hehut, we've got our future guidance. So this is all on the mental level. So Meh-Urt is a mother goddess. She is the cow goddess. So it's, I guess, similar to how the Hindus have the cow as a sacred animal, the Egyptians also had the mother cow. Mother cow would be associated with Nut, the sky goddess. So many times Nut would be seen as a big cow that's standing over the world with the spots as the stars. And Meh-Urt as the cow is also very strongly associated with Hathor or Hetert, the goddess of love and harmony. So with Meh-Urt itself as a goddess, this is about the birthing, the new beginnings. It could be about seeding or starting new plans. And it could also be just about new potentials, new ideas, new directions to go. Now, this is something that happened in the past, so this has been coming with us for a while. And I think that it actually came up in a few sessions or a reading or two in the past as well. Usually when this comes up, it indicates that new direction or the seeding or the new potentials or possibilities, but it's things that we are not yet aware of or haven't realized yet. So that is the past. Then coming into our future guidance, we've got Hehut. And Hehut is about possibilities and transcending ideas or thoughts. That's also going beyond what we thought capable. Now, Hehut is the female counterpart of Hehu. Hehu, or He, is the god of eternity. So you'll notice the serpent in the background is doing this sort of eternity sign, but it's continuing going. And right above her head, there is this drop of semen coming down. So this is that sort of inspiration coming from our higher self, from our guides, and it's allowing us to get into a space of something new as well. The serpent in general is also about transformation. It's usually a slow transformation. So we are in a space here of perhaps a new spiritual evolution or transformation happening. We're definitely moving into a new direction, new ways of thinking and being and doing, and yeah, let's see. This is the mental level. Then moving up onto the emotional level. Now here we've got the first card as Meh-Urt. We've got Ammit in the center, and we've got Shesmu 42. Now Meh-Urt is when there's a repeat card, and the repeat card that we have here is Meh-Urt. I should actually for these ones just put a digital Meh-Urt over there to make it easier to read. But again, Meh-Urt is that possibility. So what happens is the Meh-Urt, new directions, new changes, new possibilities that we haven't realized yet on the mental level also happen to be on the emotional level. Meh-Urt also means that anything's possible, everything can be done. So we had almost like this open spread over the last few months, perhaps, where we are able to clean the slate and start something new. So what we may find is that the past may not have been fun or nice or pleasant, but we had to go through that so that we can get to where we are meant to be right now. And also what's the whole reading so far, something's happening with my left eye. It feels almost like my left eye can't see. So the left is to do with the future. Now, when we're looking at our physical body, left on the cards, that is the past. So I think that the fact that it feels almost like my left eye doesn't want to see right now, again, just reiterates the sort of the unrealized seed that we have here. We're definitely moving into a space that we have not seen before, something that we've not done before. And so I would say that we need to be ready and open to, be ready and open to receive and move with whatever is going to be coming our way. This is not a time to be rigid and stuck in your ways. What happened in the past no longer serves. The way that we handled things in the past no longer serves. If you try to fix something in the past and it has not been fixed yet, then obviously your techniques that you've tried does not work. Time to try something new. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, then in the center we've got Ammit. Now, I'm sure we've had Ammit a few times coming up as well. Getting Ammit in the center, it's usually when Ammit comes up, it's not the best card to have. Ammit shows danger. The goddess Ammit itself, she's got the head of crocodile, the sort of front part of a leopard or a lion, and the back of a hippo. Those are all three very dangerous animals. Now, Ammit sits in the underworld, and when your heart is weighed, which is our next card, if your heart is heavier than Meh-Urt's feather, then Ammit eats you, or she eats your soul, which means your soul is destroyed. And I think I explained this in our last reading that we had as well. So I don't want to go too much in that again. If your soul is destroyed, that's it. That's you gone. No more reincarnation. No more coming back. Of course, that is the Egyptian way of looking at reality and metaphysics and things like that. So whether this is true or not, we don't know. But the lesson here is that it really is about living your truth, living fully your truth, and making the most of your life. Because if you don't, you may be heading into a wrong direction. Ammit could also give us it's usually a warning. It's usually a danger. It just means like be on your toes, eyes open, look at where you're going, pay attention to what's going on. it may also indicate that we need some courage to move into the direction that we're moving into. So if we're looking at a new direction, something that hasn't been done before, we need to be flexible, we need to be able to flow with things, then yes, we need courage to be able to do that, because our bodies, our minds, our intellect does not like change. Change is uncomfortable, and many of us shy away from change. So what we do is we do the comfortable. We do what we feel comfortable with. We do what we know, whether it's good for us or not. And where we are right now, to navigate this, we need to be able to take those chances. We need to have the courage to move in the direction we need to move into, so that we can get to the next level. Then our final card, this is our wishes and expectations on the mental, emotional, or sort of the emotional level. Shesmu 42. As I mentioned, Shesmu 42, this is the weighing of the scales, or weighing of the heart. You'll see Anubis sitting at the bottom with the Meh-Urt feather on the right, and your heart sitting on the left, and it's being weighed on the scales. The Shesmu 42 is the 42 gods that's judging this whole weighing of the heart. Now here, when this comes up, and these are scenes that we see in every single tomb in Egypt, there's always this hall of the 42 gods that's sitting judging. You'll see them everywhere. Now the judgment here is how you are judging yourself. It could also be how you are judging others, or perhaps how others are judging you. Now, the way that I approach things is something that RuPaul says, and I quite like that saying, is what other people think of you is none of your business. I love that. That just gets the whole judgment thing out of the way. From who cares what other people think of you? Do what you need to do and how you need to do it. What others think of you is none of your business. But at the same time, how do you judge others? And how do you judge yourself? We tend to be the hardest on ourselves when we judge ourselves. So just looking at what's around, let's quickly just go back. We have Hehut on top, and we have, going down further, we've got Udjit and Nu sitting there. That's going to connect with Shesmu 42. So going into this new direction, even your judgments are no longer viable here, because we're judging based on what we know and what we understand. And currently we are moving into a new direction, something that's not been done before, a new place that we have never been before. So we can't judge based on what we know or what we have experienced. New space, new direction over here. Okay, the Shesmu 42 could also talk about purification. So we are, and if you look at Ammit as the devourer of souls, that's definitely a purification. She devours that ego, she devours whatever is not good, whatever is not pure. So we're definitely getting into a space of clearing. So we may still be in a space that's not comfortable, but we are moving in the right direction. Okay, then this is on our physical level. So the first card would be our past actions. We're going more action based here. And then we're going into our ideas, aspirations on the second card, our implementation of our ideas and our outcomes of our ideas. So the first card that we have is Khonsu. I'm just looking at how all these cards are looking. Khonsu is looking towards the past. Sepdet is looking towards the future. Nu is looking towards the past, and Udjit is looking towards the past. So I think there's something happening with the last three cards where that's creating a little dialogue. But Khonsu on the end, this is the god of the moon, and here this is usually indicative of travel or a journey, or it could be about a clearing of mind or body. So this is in the past. So whatever we've gone through in the past, even though last year, I mean, I look back at 2024, and for me it feels like a little bit of a non-year, like it didn't quite happen. But when I really think about it, there's lots that happened, and for me it was just not a fun year. And I think that even though it may have been a bit of a non-year, it may have been chaotic because there was quite a bit of loss, as I remember. That was part of the journey and part of the purification and the movement. Khonsu is standing on water. So whenever we see water within these cards, it indicates the the emotional level. So there was definitely some emotions that we had to clear. And because he's sitting with all the gates, that would be the journey. Okay. So coming into the next card. Now, okay, Khonsu, as I mentioned, is the moon. So this is very close to where we are earthwise. This is sort of our guiding light at night. But Sepdet is the heavens or the stars. So this for me feels like our ideals and aspirations is to go further, go to a new level, go to a new revelation, perhaps. Perhaps going into the hidden nature of things, going into the hidden places. And because she's standing on a bark or a boat, she's really ready to go into this new direction, going into the stars. So going beyond what we know, going beyond what is comfortable. And if we look at sort of the seafarers from the day way back, when they went out into the ocean, they didn't know where they were going. They didn't know how far they would be going, and they didn't know what was on the other side. So it could have been a scary journey. And here Sepdet is going off into the stars. This is like space travel. And when we are going to go off into space, we don't know where we're going. We don't know how far we're going for, or what is between point A and point B. And so with Sepdet here, there is a journey going on. We are moving into that new direction. And the card next to that is Nu. Nu is all potential, all possibilities. It's the beginning, it's the end, it's the void, it's the great nothingness. Nu is the beginning of everything. That is the void. Ooh, and I just remembered we're using Om as light code today. And Om is the vastness of the void. It's the whatever was created from the void was created from that first vibration. So okay, interesting. So there's definitely again, brand new direction, new beginning, new transformation happening over here. And this transformation has the potential to really propel us into a very, very, very new and great direction. So this is actually quite exciting. Then next to that, we've got Udjit, which is all about protection and guidance and awakening as well. So it's the winged cobra with the sun on her head. And this could be about creative energies. It could be about protection in general. It could be about power, stepping into your power. And I would say that this new direction we're going in with taking the travel from Khonsu to Sepdet to Nu and also comparing to all the other cards we've had, we're going into new territory, new direction. Be flexible. Know that you're protected. Know that you're guided. Trust your guidance that you receive as well. So really start having a conversation with your guides. Listen to what they tell you. And remember that messages don't always come through as words. It could be as an image, thought, idea, concept. So really get to know your psychic senses and how they work. And Udjit is there to protect along the way. So this is actually a very nice and positive read. Wow. Okay, I know when I packed the cards out, I looked at them and went like, I don't really quite see what the pattern is over here. But I like to do the analysis when I'm sitting here with you guys, so we do it all live, and then there's no edits happening in the way. So this is our reading for today, and I would say use this next week to really become aware of your flexibility to your approach in life, to guidance that you receive, how you are working with guidance, how you're working with your intuition. And then in our next session, what we'll do is we'll use the same layout with our cards, and we'll put the Ormatech seals on there, and we'll do a bit of a healing around that and see what comes up along that. So that is it for today's session. I'm sending you so much love and light, and take care.